that in fact this is not some black swan. I just don't buy it. We made some it's the same mistakes that we made back in the 1970s. We made them all over again. By the way, the stock market didn't go anywhere in the 1970s. We're 65 to 82 for 17 years. All right, I'm not predicting that today. And in the middle of that, in 1975, 76, we had a boom. I don't know what the market is going to do. But what I do know is that these studies, Rob Arnott is the one that's done these studies that say bonds outperform equities. And he has found a way, so you buy a 20-year bond every year and then you sell it at the end of the year. Nobody invests in bonds like that. I have never met one single person who has ever done what he has hypothetically done in the past. Buy a 20-year bond, hold it 1 year, and then sell it. It doesn't happen that way. And so there is no person alive who has replicated his investment strategy for bonds. And so therefore, it's just not true. Bonds have not outperformed stocks. In hindsight, when you go back and you look at the past 20 years, I could probably divine a strategy of profiting more by anything, gold or silver or tin or copper or corn. If I just bought it on this Tuesday and sold it on that Thursday and then sold short and then bought it back, and then so you could make more in corn than you can in stocks. And I think that's literally what he's done with his bond market research, because nobody does it. They would have bought 20-year bonds in 1972 at 6%, and they would have watched inflation average 8.5% over the next 12 years. And they would have lost 6% relative to inflation that whole time. So, you have to be very, very careful. I mean, Rob's, I've overstated the case just a teeny bit, but not much. Rob's a thoughtful guy. He doesn't set out to lie. But if you just set up your whole past history the way you want it to, then you can make anything look like it's good or bad. And I just don't think that's right. So therefore, stocks have outperformed bonds over long periods of time, absolutely. And I just don't. This idea that we've never lived through anything like this before, I just don't agree. What is different this time, I guess, is the extent of the government involvement. And the only thing that comes close to that was the Great Depression. By the way, we had mark-to-market accounting in the Great Depression. We got rid of it in 1938. From 1938 to 2007, we didn't have any panics or depressions. We put it back in place in November of 2007. All of a sudden, we had a panic again. It's so clear to me. So it's not really a black swan if you've seen it before. That's why I say it's the Aflac duck rolled in mud.